Hello, my name is Lauren Bretz. Thank you so much for joining me. I've always had a dream of having a cooking show because in college I used to binge watch Rachel Ray and Alton Brown. Did you ever watch them? Anyway, I am excited to share with you this recipe from the Young Living From Our Fields to Your Table cookbook. This is on page 103. It's einkorn pumpkin bread. So what we're gonna do is I have all my ingredients out. So we're gonna start with we have 3/4 of a cup of coconut sugar. Do you have a piece of paper to write this down if you don't have this recipe book, but you need to just grab it. 3/4 of a cup of coconut sugar and 1/2 cup of avocado oil. You can use butter or melted coconut oil. I wouldn't use olive oil because when you cook with extra virgin olive oil, it oxidizes and gives off free radicals. So I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use vegetable oil. I would probably stick with avocado oil or butter or coconut oil. I'm just gonna stir that up. I'm also going to go ahead and add my cinnamon bark Vitality. This recipe calls for 1 drop. I'm gonna go ahead and use 5 because I like it really strong. You don't have to use it at all if you don't want to. I just like it really strong. And then I'm gonna add my eggs. Want to make sure that you add your essential oils with the liquids. Just stir that up. I'm gonna add my pumpkin. This is just a cup of pumpkin. That was 3 eggs. I like how professional I am. Not professional with my little show here. Cup of pumpkin. I'm using the new Young Living spatula and bowl from the new culinary kit. Do you have that yet? I love it. I love this bowl so much. It has a little rubber bottom. It's stainless steel, so it's non-toxic. And this spatula is great. It's nice and big and works great. Okay, so I have all of my wet ingredients stirred together. And then I'm going to add my flour. So I'm gonna take my einkorn flour. You could also use your einkorn berries if you mill them yourself. You could definitely use those and you would just grind them in a grain mill or your Vitamix. But I'm just using the einkorn flour. I'm trying to make sure that I level off my scoop here. So I'm gonna add 3 cups of einkorn flour. The thing about einkorn flour that's different from using whole wheat flour or all-purpose flour is you actually need more liquid than you usually would because einkorn flour absorbs liquid more rapidly than regular flour. I'm also gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. And I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I like to use real salt in my baking because it's nice and fine, but it's not iodized salt. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of organic powdered cinnamon, ground cinnamon, because I really like my pumpkin bread to be really cinnamony. So I'm gonna use a whole teaspoon. And then just mix it up. Not difficult. Super simple recipe. Again, if you need this recipe, I'll probably just go ahead and post it in the comments of this video, or you can grab this cookbook from youngliving.com, and it's called, what did I say it was called? From Our Fields to Your Table. And just get it nice and, it's a little bit einkorn flour, when you mix it up into a batter, it's very shaggy. It's not like using regular flour. It's similar, but it's not exactly the same. Okay, then I'm going to get these into my muffin. So I like to use these little parchment paper muffin cup liners because they're not bleached, they're not gonna leach anything yucky into your food. And I use this avocado oil cooking spray. And I do like to spray, ooh, what is happening here? I like to spray, these are supposed to be non-stick muffin cups, but I just have to give them a quick little spray so that my batter doesn't stick. And then my favorite thing to do for muffins is to use this ice cream scoop. This is OXO brand. I believe it's called a number 20 or 30. I'm gonna have to double check on that and let you know. But it's about this size and it is perfect for muffins. So I'm just gonna grab my batter, do like a heaping scoop of it. Can you see the muffin tin? Okay, my sweet daughter is helping me. So I'm just gonna fill these up. I'm gonna pop them into the oven. This recipe is for einkorn pumpkin bread. I think my children reminded me of this. But I'm making muffins because it's faster and easier. So I have the muffins set to 400 degrees. This recipe says to set the oven to 350 for bread, but I'm setting it at 400 degrees. I'll bake the muffins for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You could of course add chocolate chips or nuts or raisins, or what else would you add to these? Craisins. You could even add orange vitality essential oil and make orange pumpkin muffins. You could add pecans or walnuts. I mean, really the sky's the limit of what you could add to these. So, okay, I'm gonna keep going, put my muffins in the oven, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so our einkorn pumpkin bread muffins have come out of the oven. And do you guys wanna show them? Do you wanna come into the video? So what we learned is that this recipe is not for, can you see them in the video? It's not the same as a quick bread type of bread that you would make where it's really, really moist and sweet, like a breakfast bread. And actually in this cookbook, it's under the bread section of the book, but it has no yeast. It's not in the breakfast section. So it's much more dense. This would be amazing baked into a loaf pan and sliced. Please chew with your mouths closed, even on this video. This would be wonderful baked into a loaf. It'll slice really well, and then you can put butter on it, or apple butter, or pumpkin butter, or what would you put on it? Almond butter. You probably wouldn't be able to use it like a sandwich bread, but you could have like one slice open-faced for breakfast or lunch or dinner or at your Thanksgiving table. So this was a funny experiment because I thought it was gonna come out like a normal muffin, but it didn't. It came out kind of funky, and when you open it up, it's nice and, please stop smacking, you're gonna have to go. It's my 13-year-old son who's still smacking his food. It comes out nice and moist inside, but the outside kind of forms a crust. So I think these are gonna be perfect. I thought it's gonna be more like a breakfast bread, like a blueberry muffin, but it's not. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you get your einkorn flour from youngliving.com. Excuse me, if you're not already shopping with a friend, please make sure to contact me and I will help you get some at a wholesale price. If you're on my team and you're watching this video, thank you so much for your dedication and for your excitement. Thanks for joining our challenge this month. This is November of 2018. And I hope you enjoy your einkorn bread. Probably make it into bread, not muffins, but maybe muffins. Have a great day.
They're not bad.
No, but you also said
They taste good.
these are actually really good. That's what you said. What do you think, Barnabas? What do you think? Look at Mama. What do you think?
That they taste good.
They're good? What do you think, Cubs?
They're delicious.
Delicious? Okay, well,
Absolutely.
this other one outside hasn't come in yet, so you enjoy. Bye.